Hey, come on, folks. Back with the box quarters. Now open it up, see what we got. I know, at least in this general area, there's been a decent amount, it seems like, of 2024s. So, not exactly hoping we get a whole box of those, but I guess like the dimes, they could end up paying off. But, oh no, we got circulated. I see an eagle bag. Let's see, let's take a peek. You see anything fancy? Nothing jumping out, but we're only looking at part of them, right? So let's jump in and look at all of them. So we went through the box and looking at enders to see if anything's standing out. This guy has the potential to be an old silver. I don't know, we'll see, but I didn't even check for a mid mark. Focus camera, focus. Alright, I don't see a mid mark. But figure we could open it up, see what might be in there. See if we get lucky. Never found a silver quarter in bank wrap rolls, so I just gotten a few back and change here and there, but of course it's gonna tear like that and leave us in the suspense. Nothing. Just an old clad, it looks like. Maybe? I don't know. It's worn down pretty good. No, it is the silver. Look at that. It's so dirty, it's hard to tell. Sweet. Hopefully that's a good sign. Things to come. Man, my eyesight's bad. Come on. I think I messed up by tapping it to try to focus on that mint mark. So I don't know where it's. There we go. There's our focus range. I'll try not to do that in the future because I don't know how to take it off of a set focus depth. Anyways, we'll be back. Hopefully with some more of this stuff. And if not, with something else. We're off to a good start. Let's go. Still on row one here. Got a 22 Maya Angelou under the scope with a giant die chip in the corner of the mouth there. I don't think I've ever found one this big. The coin itself is a little filthy, but maybe if it kept itself a little cleaner, it wouldn't have this mouth sore. But that's all I see on it. No DDR, no twig and beak, just a big old sore on the mouth. So we'll jump back in, see what else we can get. Still on the same roll, got another dirty coin with a die chip. San Antonio Missions. Die chip down there and that top wave on the end. So hopefully the coins get a little cleaner and a little cooler, but at least we had a couple little finds, so let's see what else in there. Well, we're working through roll 12. Unfortunately, the box didn't stay quite as hot as it started, but we got a Apache Takamoto Mink here under the scope with just a little bit of a die chip, kind of right on the edge there, and by the T and the S in cents. Trying to see if looks like there might be just a small little die depression kind of right above the UAL area of equal where another chip will form eventually. So, well, as long as the die kept getting used, I suppose, but I imagine it has been though, so it's a little rough for a 24 already, but it's a fine. So we're gonna jump back in and see what else we can get. So very next roll, we got another Patty Takamoto Mink under the scope here. Got a little bit of probably a strike through right there on the T, because it looks like there's some little bit of a finger scrapes to the inside of it. I'm not positive on that, but I think that's what it is. It also has just a tiny little bit of doubling right on the inside part of the hair there, right above the ear. But the main reason I'm bringing you in for it is the reverse. I don't think I've seen one of these anywhere before. Got a fairly decent strike through on the back. You can see the K is pretty much completely obliterated in her name. A little bit of the N. See feeder finger lines all over the reverse, and then more strike through up in United up there. So that's pretty cool. The coin almost just looks like a hot mess at first till you really look at it, but you kind of know what you're looking at. It's pretty cool. Nice find. Be nice if we could find some more, or maybe this might turn into a really big strike through on the back there. It's quite a lot of action happening, so who knows? See what else we can find. But it's a pretty cool one. Jump back in. So on next roll here, roll 14, got Arizona under the scope with I guess like a half an extra cactus leaf. Right down there by the designer initials. It's kind of covering up the top part of the designer initials. And you get them a good bit larger than that to where you can't see those at all. So, but a little bit of something. Didn't see any other chips on there. Sometimes you could get some other chips down in the cactuses, but not seeing anything standing out. So we're going to jump back in. Keep it moving. So we're back on roll 28 already, or no, 27 already. Got sticking with the Patsy Takamoto mink, I guess, theme for the box. We got some doubling, kind of down along the lower hair there. Unfortunately, it's got a pretty decent hit right there in the middle. It's kind of the high point of the auger, so. But, and then you can see doubling right here. Right above, a decent spread on top of the first two in the date there. It's listed as VDDO number 3, I believe, on Variety Vista. So that's kind of a cool find. Don't think I've found any of the good double dies on any of the 24s yet, so I didn't even realize there was quite as many listed as there is, so I'll definitely have to keep an eye out, be a little more vigilant. So we're going to jump back in, see what else we can get. So back on the very next roll, and I believe we almost had ourselves another ender. Down here, second from the end. If I can grab it, if my camera wants to do some camera stuff and focus. Come on, jeez. Too much stuff happening all at once. What do we got? A 1958. About as rough as that first one, but this one's a Denver variety. So pretty sweet. Never found a silver quarter in the box, and we got 2 out of this one so far. Still got all that to go. Still watching some CoinGeek. Sweet find. I'll be back. So working our way through roll 35 here. Got a Dr. Mary Edwards Walker under the scope. Got a couple small chips here on cents up at the top of the C and the bottom of the E there. And then over here on the Medal of Honor. Now I know what this is. Thank you, Indigon. It has 2 pretty large die chips up on the top of the medal there and down here on the bottom. I haven't seen one quite that large quite yet, so pretty cool to have a couple of them like that. Wonder how big they might end up getting. I don't know. It's the biggest I've seen so far, so pretty cool find. And we're gonna jump back in, see what else is in here. At least we're finding some stuff in these 24s. Pretty cool. So still on roll 35 here. We got I think it's a 89. Nope, not even close. 97 Philly under the scope here. Got a pretty cool series of die cracks on the reverse. You can see kind of running across the eagle skull there. And then it's on both sides coming down. You see up above the T, it comes down through the edge of the wing there. And then on the other side, through all the way down on the wing. Looks like it might stop kind of right under the E there. Kind of where it looks like, but it's a little harder to see when they get down on the edge of the wing like that, but pretty cool. But that's it. That's all I had to say. Well, so far. There'll be more, but not for now. So we're on roll 40 here and got a 2015 Saratoga under the scope. You can see doubling inside the hand guard here on the sword. It's most similar to DDR number 1, but it's not that, because DDR number 1 is more pronounced. It's more into that void. So I actually don't think this one's listed, but it's just a minor DDR. Unfortunately, the coin is trashed. So we will not be holding on to this one. Look at this thing. It is disgusting. But at least one clean spot, or clean-ish spot, was right there. So we can see what we're looking at. But that's it. I'll be back. We're on the same roll. Got an Edith Kanakaole under the scope here with a absolutely massive die chip on Washington's nose. Definitely haven't seen this one before either. It's kind of funny looking, but I don't know. I don't know if it gets any bigger than that, but if it does, it would be quite impressive to see. But anyways, we're gonna jump back in. I'll be back. So just popped open roll 50. We had this guy here a few rolls ago, which of course punked me by the edge. And I'm flipping it wrong, of course, as always. But we got a 2018 Canadian quarter. And I thought for a second that's what we had in roll number 50 down here towards the end. But actually, it's the good silver edge. I peeked already, so I already know. We got ourselves a third silver. How about that, folks? 1964 out of Denver. Pretty sweet. To go from never having a silver quarter to having not one, not two, but three. Whoop, out of the same box. Man, I need some better light. Anyways, you see them. They're there. Anyways, we're going to jump in, run through the rest of this roll, see what else might be in there, and I'll be back in a second. Well, finished up with that roll. Nothing else too exciting in it. So we ended up with at least what I consider the finals of the box are these three silvers. We got the VDDO number 3 on the Patsy Takamoto mink, and then put this one back under the scope just to look at it again. Pretty awesome strike through on the Patsy Takamoto. I wish it wasn't so splotchy, kind of. I wish it was all kind of more together, but still a pretty awesome find. But it's pretty good box quarters. And I don't know what'll be next, but I'll see you there. Later.